Facing document inflation, Biden chides Exxon, oil companies for income. Los Angeles U.S. President Joe Biden on Friday accused the U.S. oil enterprise, and ExxonMobil Corp. NYSE, XOM, mainly, of capitalizing on a supply shortage to fatten earnings after a file confirmed inflation surging to a brand new 40-year file. U.S. purchaser inflation extended in May as gasoline expenses hit a record high and the price of meals soared, Maine to the largest annual growth in 4 decades. A gallon of regular gas value a median $4.99 nationwide on Friday, consistent with motorist institution AAA. Biden, who came into workplace vowing to lessen U.S. dependence on fossil fuels, said on Friday he was hoping to speed up oil manufacturing, which is expected to hit record highs in the United States next 12 months. But he additionally issued a caution to the industry, whose profits have jumped with oil and gasoline expenses, pointing to the profits as evidence consumers are buying greater than higher hard work and delivery fees. Exxon made more money than God this year, Biden informed newshounds following a speech to dockworker union representatives on the Port of Los Angeles. U.S. oil organizations aren't the usage of higher profits to drill greater but to shop for again inventory, he added. Share buybacks enhance earnings in step with proportion via decreasing the range of shares excellent, circuitously assisting to enhance share costs. Companies see buybacks as a way to reward buyers. Why are not they drilling? Because they make more money now not producing extra oil, Biden stated. Exxon, start investing and start paying your taxes. Exxon driven lower back on the feedback, noting it has endured to boom its U.S. oil, gas and diesel manufacturing, and had borrowed heavily to growth output whilst struggling losses in 2020. We had been in everyday contact with the administration, informing them of our planned investments to increase production and enlarge refining capability within the United States, stated spokesman Casey Norton. Exxon will hike spending 50% in its West Texas shale holdings, he stated, in which it expects to add 25% greater output this year after adding 190,000 barrels to oil production remaining year. An ongoing Texas refinery expansion will upload the equal of a new medium-sized refinery, stated Norton. Exxon, the biggest U.S. oil producer, misplaced some $20 billion in 2020, and had borrowed greater than $30 billion to finance operations. It paid $40.6 billion in taxes remaining year, $17.8 billion greater than in 2020, he said. The president spoke during a visit to the Port of Los Angeles, where he defended his financial and task advent document and deflected blame for inflation, which spiked 8.6% inside the 12 months to May according to a new Labor Department report. In a Democratic campaign fundraising event in Beverly Hills that evening, Biden sounded a cautious tone about the potentialities for inflation going ahead. We're gonna stay with this inflation for a while, he said. It's gonna come down progressively, however we're going to live with it for a while. Biden earlier had chided U.S. oil, gasoline and refining industries for the use of the mission created with the aid of the conflict in Ukraine as a reason to make things worse for families with a moderate profit-taking or charge hikes. Exxon published its largest quarterly earnings in 7 years when it stated fourth-quarter profits in February. After halting percentage buybacks several years ago, it resumed them this 12 months and pledged to spend as much as $30 billion via subsequent 12 months. Numerous corporations have said they're retaining down spending that would improve oil output to lower $100 plus in keeping with barrel oil costs, due to the fact that's what investors are stressful. The surging expenses have become a political headache for the Biden management, which has attempted several measures to lower expenses. These include a report release of barrels from U.S. strategic reserves, waivers on regulations related to the production of summer season fuel, and leaning on predominant OPEC countries to enhance output. Biden in his Friday remarks entreated Congress to bypass regulation to reduce electricity, pharmaceuticals and shipping prices. Shipping organizations made $190 billion in profit, a seven-fold boom in 365 days, Biden stated at the port. The situation made him so viscerally irritated that he desired to pop them, he stated.